Hey, this is Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein, and I wanted to share with you today on this video blog post the behind the scenes of the redesign of elizabethpottsweinstein.com. If you've ever been here before, you know that this looks very different than it did a week ago. And I didn't just update the site to update it or to make it look more pretty. There was a number of very strategic decisions that went into the redesign of both the layout and how it looks, as well as the function of this website. So the first most obvious change is this overall design that's fundamentally different than it was before. When I decided to go in and redesign this site, not only did I do research on Google Analytics and really look at what pages people look at and a whole bunch of things, and I did research on tons of other people's sites, I really thought about what is the experience I want people to have when they come to this site. Design matters. Experience matters. Living your truth isn't just words. It's also an overall experience. And the experience people have to this site isn't just part of the brand of living your truth, it's part of the message. As you can see, this site it doesn't have like my picture blasted all over the place and my name in gigantic fonts. It's not like Elizabeth Potts-Weinstein everywhere, This site has a huge amount of space. Because living your truth isn't about me. Yes, this site has my name on it. Yes, a lot of what I'm doing is sharing my story, and that's how I teach. But living your truth is about you. It's about you living your truth. And so not only did I want to create visual space for you to kind of feel much more calm and centered and grounded, kind of the Zen quality is what I would love you to experience here. I wanted you to have space for you to show up. The other big fundamental design difference on this site is that I want this site to be simple. And I want to make it easy for you. Make it easy for you to find where you want to go, and make it easy for you to choose which thing you want to do. My old site had a gazillion options on sidebars and this really long homepage with all these different options that you could do. Oh my goodness, my site before that had actually 67 links off the homepage. Now, you come to the homepage of elizabethpottsweinstein.com, and there are two buttons. You can go to read my story, or you can go to read the best of blog posts. Now you also have the menu options on top, which aren't that many. The thing is, I looked at the stats for my website over the last 3 or 4 years, and people came to the homepage, they did one of two things. They either went to the About page, or they went to the blog. Occasionally people go to coaching or programs or contact me, but fundamentally that's what they did. They went to the About page or the blog. So instead of having all these confusing options that make it really complicated and a complicated decision, why don't I just give you those two options and make it easy for you to sort yourself into which camp you would like to be in. The next fundamental change I did, as you can see here on this blog post page, is that you don't have sidebars. It's just you and me. Whether you're watching a video or whether you're reading, writing, it's just you and this page. There's nothing to disturb and interfere with the experience. Nothing to, make your ADD act up so you start getting distracted by things. You have more space for you to show up and experience this work. Fundamentally, all the same things that I had in sidebars are down there at the bottom. You can opt in to the email list. You can learn about me. You can look at the best of blog posts. You can look at, the last few comments, the last few blog posts are listed. Search bars down there. But right now, it's just this. You can focus on one thing. Another big difference about this website overall is the About page. About pages, I think, are the most difficult page to write. And like many of you, I just didn't do one. Really, I didn't write a good about page. I didn't spend time on it. It was too hard. Part of it was because I didn't really know what to write and I didn't really know where I was going. This time, I looked at my stats and realized that besides my homepage, the page that the most people come to is the About page. And as such, I should spend the most time on it. It deserves the most time because it's telling my story. This is where I get to share my story of how I came to this work and who I am. And you can sort yourself in or out. Do you resonate with me in this work or do you not? It is incredibly important. And so I spent 2 months doing it. I mean, I didn't spend 2 months every single hour, okay, but I came back to it multiple times. I did a lot of research on what went into it. I spent so much time figuring out my own story. And not only was I able to finally write an About page that means something, I finally learned my own story. I didn't know what my story was and what the big picture was and what I'm doing with my life until I wrote the About page. Again, this is Elizabeth Potts Weinstein. Thank you so much for watching this video today and for being here with me. I would love to hear your feedback, comments, questions, concerns below. Especially, what things do you want from a website when you go there? What things turn you off? What things totally resonate with you when you go to a website? And how would you like to bring that into your own blog or your own website? Thank you guys so much for being here today. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.